Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at something that is, it's called the CBDChief, as you know from the video title. So it is designed for CBD. I'm using it with standard nic salt for this review, but let's take a look at it today. Alright, so as you can see, the classic style of an old style cartomizer. This is what people are using a lot for CBD these days. Let's dive down, take a look at it up close, and I'll tell you what it's been like vaping on this thing. Alright, so today we're taking a look at the CBDChief. I am not a CBD vapor, so I am using standard nic salt in here. But the idea behind this obviously is more for CBD juice, mainly because you don't get a ton of vapor. You're just getting the proper amount that you'd want for CBD, which from my understanding is usually less than you're going to get from normal vaping. So it really is a nice device. You got the stainless steel finish all around, pretty straight line, pretty clean, and just looks nice overall. It is long, but that's the way these CBD coils and top heads usually are. You do get two in here, and you get a basic one of these micro USB charging cables that is nice and small. You can use any one, of course, but the idea behind this is you just stick that in a USB port and you give it a charge. It's about 1 hour to charge it on here. Take a look at one of the coils. Comes with two CBD tanks. You do have silicone coating on the top and the bottom. If you unscrew the top, it holds 1 ml of e-liquid. Your coil is in the base here. You basically fill it up not above that line, because as you put this back in, you're going to displace the juice. Put it back in, screw it down. If you fill it just to that line, it'll come exactly up to the top, which is what I've done on here. It's got the old style 510 drip tip kind of top here, which I like. This is what we used to use. For those of you who haven't been in the vaping game too long, this is what it used to be for most vaping devices years ago, before we started doing sub-ohming. Your micro USB port, if we can get to focus, is on the bottom, and there's not much else to show you. Nice and clean. 1000 milliamp hour battery in here, and nice device. You got your basic instructions. It does tell you here. Show you here, you have 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off, and you tap the button 3 times to control your power settings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it will turn off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very bright light on there. 1, 2, 3, and blue brings you to the 3.1. 1, 2, 3. Red, you're at 3.6 volts. So let's go back up and talk a little more about it. Okay, so you have 3 power settings, which is nice, because a lot of these devices that I've seen are just one power level. What it is what it is, and that's it. This allows you to choose between the 3 different power levels. The look of it, it's like a pen, fit in your pocket. Nice, clean, stainless steel. It feels like it's well made. Doesn't feel cheap. Has a little bit of weight to it that makes a little heavier than I would have thought when I first saw it. And so far, it's been doing a great job. You do have airflow coming in a couple different areas. You have a little airflow up there, a little airflow down here. The button, is nice and clear and bright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a nice bright button that you can see what it's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comes back on. Let's take a vape. Gotta find the button first. So I'm on the highest power level. I'm on the highest power level right now, which is 3.6 volts, and for the nic salt, that's the way I like it. But when you're doing CBD, it's nice that you have the different power levels, because some people just like very, very little. And if we go down, let's see, the 1, 2, 3, white is the lowest setting, right? Yep, 2.7 volts. So I'll take a vape on that, show you the amount of vapor you get from it. Very little, all right? So, if you're using a strong CBD juice, a really high percentage of CBD in there, and you just want a very light vape, you can do that. 1, 2, 3, and you go to blue, which is 3.1 volts. Try and do the same amount of time on each vape, but it's hard. Doesn't seem like much more, but I do feel it. And if I go, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, to the highest power level, and it's flashing red, and the highest level is 3.6. I'm trying to take the same amount of time. You can see there's definitely more vapor there And I like it for the Nic salt. I have a 35 milligram Nic salt in there right now. 3.6 volts on here is great. So it is long, but that's the way a lot of these are because of this style of cartomizer that they put on there. It's using a ceramic coil. There's no wick. It's a ceramic rod, I think they call it. And it's been doing a great job. It really feels nice. It's vaping nice. I like the classic style drip tip on there. I still got a bunch of those from years ago. I got like my drawer of my old style drip tips, you know, and we used to use drip tips like that, you know, a lot. You know, or just crazy long ones like this. So it is going back to that style, and yeah, and it's great. And even if you're not using it for CBD, it's a nice little Nic salt vape. Really delivers a nice vape for even Nic salt on there. So you don't have to buy this just for CBD. If you're looking for something and you love the style and the looks of it, and you're just going to be doing Nic salt and not CBD, that's for you. But you don't want to use anything higher than a 50-50 juice in here. So Nic salt or CBD juice is the way to go for something like this. And even with the CBD juice, make sure you're getting one that's designed for a cartomizer. You don't want to get something that's too thick, that's made to put in, you know, a 70-30 or something, and they do make them that are made to go in more of a larger regulus coil type system, because that'll be too hard to get through here and wick properly. You really want a 50-50 juice, or even something higher with PG would work just as well. Maybe you make your own and you use a higher percentage of VG. That will work. But very nice device. Because of the amount of vapor on here, even at 1 mil will last you a long time. I do like the way it looks a lot, and it has been working 100% reliably. So there you go. Link is on the screen. CBD Chief. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time.